I lost my job at a hospital back in August 2010. And when I lost my job, I wasn't able to keep my apartment.
And I'm just thinking to myself, please, God, bless us, because we didn't have anywhere to go.
I ended up getting pregnant again, and I contacted Miss Kathleen because I was going to get an abortion.
I have just to do abortion because when my stepdad is gonna hear about this, I think he's gonna kill me.
I tell St. Mary, Mary, you have to find me the place now because I'm tired.
I called a place in Manassas. I can't remember the name, but she was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe the situation you're in. She said, I want you to call this number. It's Murray's Shelter.
The first time I had scheduled for an abortion, I was under 8 weeks, and at that point, I was going to take the pill. And the day of my appointment, I did not want to go. I just cried, and I did not want to go.
I wasn't doing the greatest things and didn't have, I guess I was just looking for relationships or something that means something. And my son came along, but to me, I feel like he was a blessing. You know, I just lost family, and then God gave me a little family.
If you don't have the rent money, do you have anywhere for your kids to go? And he told me no. So that was hurtful. And I didn't know what to do. I really did. I didn't know what to do at all.
The point is, I don't have a place to stay. I can keep the pregnancy. So they have to do research. And they call me and say, if it's about that's the problem, we're gonna find a place to stay. So they contact Miss Kathleen about it.
I told her that I had scheduled abortion. And she said that, you know, we don't believe in that. And she asked me what I was going to do. I told her I was going to get the abortion. It took about 2 to 3 phone calls and a few emails before Miss Kathleen asked me if I would like to come back. It wasn't something that I was looking into or hoping, but I'm more eager now to not make the same decisions that I've made in the past.
You know, she listened to my whole story. She cared, you know, and she got me in here as soon as possible.
And we always prayed at night as a family. So we prayed that night, and everyone just saying little things, just praying, you know, that we make it through it. My daughter was praying that her daddy would come around. We prayed for him too. We just prayed. So we woke up, came here, met with Miss Kathleen, and she took us in. She had a room, and we stayed in this house. She had a room for us, and she wasn't too sure if she could get it ready for us that day. And she called me and told me the room was ready and that we could come.
Which helped me out a lot. I mean, when I came here, I literally came with my daughter and whatever I could keep from my apartment, my daughter's toys or like albums, pictures in my car. And, you know, I stayed in a small room until they got me a bigger room.
I like everything because when I first came here, I was like going to the shelter, I was thinking like I'm going to the hell. I didn't know like the shelter looked like this. And then when I came in, I was like, is this the shelter or this is not the shelter? I was like, no, this is not the shelter. But they tell me this is shelter. I said, wow, this is crazy. God is so wonderful.
The girls, they was like, well, Mommy, where are we going to stay? Is that the house we're going to stay in? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, that's not a shelter. And I'm like, no. I was like, I know. I've never seen anything like this. So she's really a blessing to moms out here that's pregnant and that need help.
Most shelters only let you stay 30 to 90 days, and they push you right out. It doesn't matter if you're pregnant, or it doesn't matter if you're sick. It doesn't matter if you have housing yet, or if things are set up for you to, you know, succeed. Mary Shelter, you know, I mean, it's relieving because as a woman being pregnant, thinking about where am I going to sleep, how I'm going to take care of my children, or, you know, or just yourself. It's a good program.
I've started going to church myself. I had my children baptized. I've never ever really been to church before, and I thought it would be a good thing just to start going. And so I go with the house mother every Sunday.
I like Mary Shelter program, the way they always talk to us, like having meeting every Monday, talking about different stuff. We do book group. Sometimes we do yoga. Sometimes we can have people to come and speak for us.
Support, moral support. Gosh, there's so many. You know, we have meetings. You know, we learn how to knit. I mean, we socialize with each other.
We didn't have a vehicle. We prayed for that, and now we have a vehicle. Someone donated a vehicle to us.
This time, I plan to stay here the whole time and not leave like I did last time. I'm gonna make sure that I have a stable environment, a stable place, and a very good job.
I feel like I'm given an opportunity to do something with myself so I can get on my feet to take care of my kids.
She's wonderful, and I love her. And that's what I would say to you, Ms. Catholic, is that I love you and all that you have done. And that we would never forget you. We can never forget her. So it's emotional leaving, but then again, it's going to be a good thing because our family get to be together. So I thank her. I really thank her.
I get this chance to thank you, all the people who donate for Mary Shelter, because they cannot know how they help us here. They help us very lot. They do it's a big help for us.
I have to thank her from the bottom of my heart. She's a blessing, she's an angel. You know, this is a wonderful program, and I hope it grows. I really do.
When these mothers and their babies had nowhere else to turn, Mary Shelter brought them in with loving arms. Because of the love, comfort, and dedication of volunteers and supporters like you, these mothers and babies have a good reason for smiling. Mary Shelter is the family home providing comfort for mothers in need.
Oh, I think she's ready to eat. She's sleepy.